Hey Cloud Gamers, today we're having a look at Google Stadia running in Chrome and an RTX 3080 PC, both running at 1440p. First starting with a speed test here, then with Google Stadia on the left and the PC on the right. PC here is running a PCIe 4 NVMe SSD, and we can only assume that Stadia is running something similar in the server. Now at the 29-second mark, it's pretty much neck and neck as we come into the loading screens. But then the PC is first to the character select screen, and then is very quickly through the other loading screens. So just under 48 seconds for the PC on to the director screen, and 59 seconds for Google Stadia. So 12 seconds behind there on Google Stadia, but bearing in mind that the price difference between these is about $1,800, I'd say that's still pretty good. So as we come to the graphics comparison then, running these side by side, we start off with some Europa gameplay here. We're coming down through the ice caverns. PC is looking quite a lot better there, but also suffering from some graphics glitches. The PC version here is running the ultra settings absolutely maxed out without motion blur. As we hop off the fast spike and look at the gunplay here, the PC version is still a bit clearer, but Destiny 2 on Stadia is not far behind, and at least you're getting that 60 frames per second. The PC version here is pushing over 100 frames per second, it's capped at 120 for the recording. But when you're putting these side by side, especially as we stop and look at the cave there, the graphics are very good at middle distance. Up close, the PC still has a bit of advantage, and in the long distance, PC is slightly clearer, but to be honest, Stadia is definitely holding its own. As we move over to Stadia on its own, you can see a little bit of pixelation on the environment as we're going around, but the character model and the effects immediately around the character are very crisp. Again, getting that 60 frames per second moving around definitely makes it more bearable, as on PC you're generally using a mouse and keyboard. It's a lot more noticeable on Chrome. We definitely get some of those compression artifacts, but it's very quick to resolve, especially when we get into closer gameplay. And it's quite easy to forget that you're streaming this through a browser. So as we move over to the PC version then, going through some of the same section, we can see that it is a lot clearer and the water effects here are quite a lot brighter. 3080 at 1440 does look exceptionally smooth, but you'd expect that from a $2,000 machine. See some video compression artifacts there, which is a shame because it does look very clear on PC. But again, once we're into that close combat, you don't notice the difference of the environment as much. The ultra settings giving some extra graphics on the explosions, but again, not that you would miss it in your Chrome browser. As we come back side by side then, just to reiterate, this is not a comparison to show how good PC is, but actually to show how good Stadia is and value for money. The whole point of Google Stadia is to be able to stream conveniently from your PC or to your Chromecast Ultra, and only if you get the Chromecast Ultra would it cost you $100 for a controller and the Chromecast Ultra itself. With Destiny 2 being free to play, then you could be playing this for that cheap. And if you've already got a PC, you can essentially pay it for free. Whereas the RTX 3080, if you can get hold of one, the PC that houses this costs around $2,000. So it's a big difference, and obviously being restricted to only the PC. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of the latest across all cloud gaming platforms, and I will see you next time.